Alrighty. Hello, Site 9. We've got Site Director Farlow here. We're about to conduct an interview regarding his recent election and some of the issues that may have come up during my time on the site and what I've observed. You got any questions before we start, Farlow, or anything you want to say? Alrighty. So, seeing as this is a recent update, what was the reasoning behind the recent penal code changes involving fines?
Um, Mainly due to the fact that a lot of these infraction terms are very harsh. Like for example, trespassing, you get arrested for that sort of speech and you get jail time for that. I want to have the FE seen as more, how do I say this, more of a friendly force on site rather than this big tough power tripping unit. So that's why we've implemented the fine system. Um, it essentially means that infractions are what the name suggests. Infractions that are pretty much slaps on the wrist on the site, and arrests and jail time are reserved for the more serious misdemeanors and felonies.
Okay. Um, do you have any plans in the going on in the near future? Anything you might want to give a little hint on what you're going to do?
No. After site director, I'm going to be leaving deep gaming for a while. Um, because after this term, I will have pretty much done everything I've wanted to do. So yeah, maybe make that as a key point. After this term, I'm going to be leaving for a while.
Alrighty. Um, all right. So,
To note though, I will be back. I will be back. I'll probably come back as a research man.
alrighty. Um, all right. So this question is going to be regarding the removal of TCU. Um, there's been claims that neither the DOR nor the TCU commander were at the meeting or able to have any input in it. What is your response to this?
That is false. Whilst yes, the director of research was not at the meeting, the TCU commander was. The TCU commander was at the meeting.
Okay.
And the majority of the head of staff and ethics committee agreed with the O5 representative that came to the meeting on the removal of TCU alongside myself and Reptile. Um, this all of a sudden changed. There was some discussion in the head of staff Discord in which people wanted to reconsider the option. However, obviously, it's too late now. The decision has already been made, and TCU is being removed.
What was the why? Why is it being removed?
Mainly due to it reaching the end of its tether. Mainly, I don't have all the reasons. You'll probably have to contact an O5 representative to get the full explanation for it. But as far as I'm aware, the last major update that TCU got, or the last major uh, shipment of resources that TCU were given, was December last year, Christmas. Um, Ever since, TCU have not really gotten any major reform. They haven't really been able to get many major updates, and even myself and Paralysis have agreed that we have had trouble coming up with new ideas for the tactical containment unit. So we saw this, well, not, I don't think Paralysis saw this, but a lot of us saw this as a good opportunity for us to move on from the tactical containment unit, as there's not really much else that we have in store for it. I don't think there's much that O5 Command have in store for it, so we just felt that this was the best time to move on with TCU.
Okay. Um, so regarding how TCU were the main people who recontained the uh, anomalies and SCPs we currently have on site, will we be having a new new jobs be implemented, or will SSRU and SSU and MTF take over completely?
The latter is correct. MTF will be seeing a slot increase in order to accommodate for new tactical containment unit members wanting to come into the MTF. Beta 7 will be the leading task force in terms of recontaining SCPs. And alongside that, obviously, I can't give all the details, but the special forces will also see an expansion to accommodate for this.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see. regarding the new Grand Marshal Bino, where do you think his strengths and weaknesses lie? And do you think there was a better choice, or was he always your first choice?
Bino was always my first choice for Grand Marshal. I'm going to make that very clear at first. Bino worked extremely hard as a captain within FA. I'm very, very proud of him for being in the position he is right now. He deserves it every single bit. As for his strength and weakness, Bino's activity is very, very good. I love the activity that Bino displays in the server. He's a role model for other FA. As for a weakness, obviously, everyone has it. I have it myself. Can be minging at times. Obviously, everyone likes to dick around a bit. Bino's included in that. So yeah, I'd say one of his weaknesses is a lot of the time he can minge, but I'd say a strong point is he is a very good leader, very active, and he deserves the position every single bit.
Alrighty, good to hear that. All right. So, regarding the combination of M&E and FE, how do you feel that we will deal with all of the M&E? Do you think that the FE slot increase or slot limitation implemented by you will be increased, or do
Um,
you believe that they will join back into GenSec and MedSec?
So this is a very good question. Bino has already made. He's already started working towards this, towards with the M&E. He has started to allow a few M&E to transfer over. I believe five M&E have joined the FE thus far. As well as that, FE has seen a slot increase given to it by Bino. I trust Bino with this privilege. So yeah, I can't account for all of the M&E members, but I can say that there are a few M&E that have been joining FE so they can continue building checkpoints.
Alrighty. Um. Alrighty. Excluding TCU, considering their soon to be removal, how do you feel each division is currently doing, and is this the final large change from you?
Could you explain on final large change?
The final large change regarding the removal of TCU. Well, I guess that wasn't really you. It'd be O5, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was a collective decision on behalf of the administration team. But anyways, I don't think it'll be the last large change for me. I have a couple of things planned. Obviously, things will come up. So maybe we can have something sudden happen, which will require a big change. Something that'll be interesting. Who knows? No one really can predict the future. As for how each division is doing, I'm very proud of security. I'm going to start off with that. Whilst they still have a very long, long road to go, they have massively improved in activity. And it's not been myself that's been a cause of that. That's been a change in Cabooses' leadership. He's been a lot more active with security. He's been interacting with the guys a lot more. And the COs are also very good. Captain Indominus is very, very good at his job, as well as Lieutenant Ken Lawman. The upper command in security are very, very good at the minute, in my opinion, and I couldn't be more happier with them. Um, Next up, research. Research have been pretty good as well. I haven't seen much going on with them in terms of making actual change to the site, which is something I do plan on getting done soon. However, again, I believe the research administration, in particular, Dr. Jeff and Dr. Oatmeal, both of them have been incredible at their jobs. Specifically, Oatmeal, if I'm being honest. Oatmeal has been carrying research as of recent. He's been a great RA member. So yeah, moving on to FE, I will say I have noticed some issues with FE in terms of activity. The activity from FE has dropped a decent bit, but however, hopefully, once they get their perks of building checkpoints and such fully implemented, we can work towards getting FE activity back to standard again. And then finally, MTF. MTF have been, in my opinion, a mixed bag. Activity has been good. They've been doing a lot better in a GOI raids, but there's still obviously the occasional slip up. That will always happen. But on Monday, um, really poor performance from the site in general yesterday. Lots of GOI raids. I nearly got kidnapped, but obviously Bino and a couple other security members saved me after the CI cuffed me. Um, so yeah, there was a lot of containment breaches, a lot of rage getting through yesterday. A terrible performance from the site in general, and I hope that everyone can learn and move on from it. So yeah, as for I think every division is quite stable at the moment. However, obviously there are still some things that we need to improve on.
Alrighty. We'll be moving on to the next question, and that will be um, what changes do you have planned to help create RP that is currently lacking on the site?
It all surrounds research. Research will be doing. I will be tasking research with top secretive, so to speak. I don't know, top priority. I don't know how to word it, but just big tests in general that will involve a lot of the site and will create a lot of RP, which can change. One thing I want to bring back, I want to bring back the active. I want to bring back researchers actively coming up with termination attempts for SCP-682. I don't know why they stopped doing it, but those were very good tests. I really enjoyed seeing them. So that's something in particular that I really want to bring back to research, and that is obviously the termination of SCP-682.
Alrighty. Um, any changes to RP regarding any other division, such as security, FE, MTF?
As for security, I intend to have the deblock schedule properly enforced again. It's not been enforced the best, if I must say. So hopefully, we're going to be improving upon that very soon. Um, MTF, I don't have much implant for MTF. MTF are kind of fine as they are. However, I do want some more. I want to see some more RP with research. Now that TCU are going to obviously go bye bye, this is a very very good opportunity for MTF to show that they are the elite task force on site. They will be the ones guarding, the tests with the big dangerous SCPs and such. So I believe that TCU being removed um, is a big opportunity for MTF in terms of research MTF RP. As they say, one man's loss is another man's fortune.
Alrighty. Um, this will be a short and sweet question. When will Code Pink be implemented?
It's not going to be Code Pink anymore, but I intend to have it added soon. It's probably going to be Code Grey now after talking to Captain Falcon. Code Pink is pretty stupid. It's going to be it'll probably be known as the gay code. So we're not going to be adding Code Pink anymore. It's probably going to be recognized as Code Grey. But to answer the question, the next head of staff meeting, we will discuss this new code, hopefully this Friday. So yes, it should be added sometime this week.
Would you mind explaining what Code Pink is for the viewers who are not aware?
So Code Pink, or which will soon be known as Code Grey, is an indication of a unknown anomaly on site that has not been yet documented by the SCP Foundation or a rogue group of interest or attacking the Foundation. If you want an out of character answer, Code Grey or Code Pink will essentially signify to everyone on the server that an event is going on and that they should, start getting ready to RP right away.
Alrighty. Um, I was looking through your doctor. Oh, alrighty. I was looking through your doctrine, and I noticed in the document it had said that you had claimed that security needed a clean slate. How do you plan on doing this?
As for clean slate, um, I believe I don't know if I used the wrong wording. Where did I say that in terms of talking about M&E, or did I say that something else? I believe
Let me
it
look
was
over it.
China.
Let's see. Well, it
Not sure
sounds
about
harsh.
that.
The only real solution of this problem is to conduct purges so people can climb their way back up. What was it? I have security to try and host
Okay,
Sims.
yeah.
I've seen them do
All right,
everything. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying is that the security inactivity, I believe, is one of the main issues caused is due to the sheer amount of corporals and lance corporals that have risen up the ranks and can't really go any further. They have no motivation to go further because there's no incentive to do so. There's no upwards momentum within the division. So what I originally wanted to do was possibly do a purge of the corporals and lance corporals. However, seeing as security has gradually risen in activity, my faith in that option is slowly lowering and lowering. So hopefully in the near future, I'm going to completely throw out the idea about ever needing a security purge.
Alrighty. And for last but not least, what projects are currently in the works for cross-division RP, for example, regarding FE and security, research and MTF, all of that?
As for research and sorry, research and no, research security and FA, I want to have them completely collaborate with one another in terms of checkpoints. Um, I want FE to be the ones that build the checkpoints, and I want security to be the ones who man them, so to speak. Um, FE should be actively patrolling on the site, watching out for anyone committing crimes. I don't think they're very useful when they're sitting at a checkpoint all day. Security are much more suited for a role such as that, as they are, well, security. They keep things secure. MTF and research, I've already explained earlier in terms of MTF research RP once TCU is gone. Um, so yeah, I have everything. I have things planned for every division. I mean, obviously, apart from TCU, as I have no real plans for them. Obviously, as they're getting removed, so anything I have for them right now is probably futile. So for TCU, all we can really do right now is have them performing the best of their ability that they can right now. So have them just utilize the means that they have left.
Alrighty. Um, so, no, I said that was the last question, but I actually noticed something on your thing I would like to ask a bit more about. So I see here you have something called the Most Wanted Initiative. What is that for the viewers, and when do you plan on implementing it if you do?
The Most Wanted initiative has already been implemented. It was the system of abolishing arrests for infractions and certain misdemeanors. That's already been implemented. That's the current fine system for infractions.
Ah, I see. Okay. Alrighty.
I credit the Autumn for that idea. That was a former director nominee on Autumn.
Alrighty. Um, I believe that will be the end of this interview. Thank you for your time, and
Thank you
you
very
shall
much.
see this on the Discord.
Great
Goodbye.
to see you. Great to see you. Goodbye.